Testing. Oh, yes. There we go. Is this thing on? Is this working? Yeah. In today's show, we will find the solution for two computers, not for the XSplit issue that just caused me grief and a late start this morning. Do I have audio confirmation? Yes, I do. Indeed. Oh, good grief, Miss Molly. Window, oh, look at there. And that scene is not available. I'm going to go fix that. See, I had this all fixed. I even did a test private live stream this morning about half an hour before showtime to make sure everything was working, and it worked fine. And then I went to click to start the stream, and the list of streams available, the whole window is just blank, just empty. End task, relaunch, end task, restart, big beast build, and finally we're back. Seems that you are well buffering, no out of sync, maybe glitchy. I did some changes that I think was going to fix the out of sync. It looks like it's working to me. That doesn't look out of sync. I'm going to listen to here. Yeah, I look like I'm in sync. Ken Stout, shall I throw you under the bus for being wrong again? I don't think I'm out of sync at the moment. Ay, caramba. I had all these windows set up for what I was going to show, the two computers we were going to go see the solution as to what was wrong with them, and now I got to go get those panels back lined up again. Ay, geez, what? It's that Kent's, I know what it is. Ken Stout is in the chat room today. That's why I'm having trouble. See, the last couple days, things, well, did they go smooth? No, but, well, it went smoother than they went this morning, but Ken Stout is here in the chat room today. Yeah. That boy just messes with me over and over and over. So yeah, go get this screen set up over here, and then I can start showing you the two computer solutions that we have today, or the answers. I know what they are. You don't know what they are yet. Yeah, because I'm just keeping that up my sleeve. Well, it kind of fell out of my sleeves because my sleeves aren't buttoned, but you know how that goes. Let's go say hello to people in chat before we start working on those solutionamundos. Is that even a word in any language? Actually, no, I should go ahead and show you one of these. Alice sent me her crystal disc info this morning. I've already looked through it. I'm going to show it to you, and then you can speak up in chat before I point out anything so that you can tell us what you think. In chat, you could refer to this ID column. Give me the ID number in chat for anything you find on that screenshot that you think is a problem. See, did I pull up the right one? I did not. This is the wrong photo. This is the wrong photo. So let's come back over here. My buttons are working pretty quick. Let's go get to the correct photo. Oh, I already went away from that screen. So I got to go back to the folder where I have those photos and get the right one. It would be this one. Yep, here you go. Here's the first part. The other photo that I just showed you had the scroll bar down at the bottom. Now this isn't going to stay on screen for long, so you might want to, if you right-click on the tab for your browser and choose duplicate, that'll give you a new window for this video, and you can pause it. So you can pause it here and look through that information while your first tab is still playing the video and you're hearing the audio. So give me the ID number in chat of any items in there that you think are of concern. Let's see, I was going to zoom that up a little bit. But anyway, so I'm going to go interact with the chat room, and we'll come back to that when you've got some answers in chat. Hello all, really great trailer, fantastic songs from Alice. Thank you, Alice. John Williams says, cool songs back when I was a kid. Ken Stout to John Williams, is this the approved John? No, that is not the approved John. The approved John would show not blue. It would be in gray, in black. This is the, what do we call him? Oh, moderator John. This is the moderated John. No, moderator John. John Tuscan says, yes, you are. Yes, are you an approved user? LOL. Ken Stout, sadly, I appear not to be on that elite list. No, and indeed it is an elite list. There aren't many people on the approved list. I'll go look and see how many are on the approved list. Let's see, if we go over here to settings and then community and then approved users. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's interesting. Why is Savi Manor an approved user? He should be a moderator. Is Savi in chat today? I know he's been in recently. I don't think he was gray. I'm pretty sure that people who are only approved users show in gray, not blue. Can I make him a moderator there? Bertlin Hope, Catherine Anna Hauserman, Chris Garrett is only approved. Not, I think we used him to demonstrate that a while back. So I don't see Chris Garrett in chat. Oh, John Williams. Wait a minute, John Williams is approved. I thought he made him a moderator. Oh, this is so confusing. I don't know what I'm doing. That's just not. John Williams is blue. If I go look at him here, I can remove him as a standard moderator. Here he's a standard moderator. So apparently when somebody's an approved user, they can also be made moderator and they retain both statuses. I didn't know that. Okay. Give us some time, haha, from John to Ken. Ken Stout is probably due to the way I use my words, my failure to pay attention and wait. What are we talking about? See, at the end of this sentence, he forgot what he was talking about at the beginning of the sentence. I got that, Ken. You thought that went over my head. No, I got that. I was saying hello to some peoples. Just wait until you're thrown under the bus. I already did that. Been there, done that. Alice, okay. Good mornings. Glad it's Friday. I have the redirect set up for Carrie's show. Yes, I forgot about that from Ken to John. Post-it notes works well for me. Give it a try. All right. I had last night, I realized that I had forgot to put in a time slip for a service call that I did at a client's location yesterday. So last night, as I was in bed, I asked my Amazon Echo device, I'm not saying her name, to remind me in 11 and a half hours to do the time slip for that client. 11 and a half hours would have made it 8:30. And here's another one. This is to remind me to tell you guys about this. I'm going to snooze it until I actually cover that subject. So anyway, it went off about at 8:30, and I said, add another 5 minutes. I opened up my time slip panel and then got distracted. After the 5 minutes, it rang again. Oh gosh, I didn't finish that. Go back. I extended another 5 minutes. Started doing that time slip, got distracted. And then it rang again. And I finally finished that time slip a few minutes before. This alarm timer that you just saw has been ringing a few times over the last half hour to remind me to tell you guys, Braden has another soccer game tomorrow, so that starts at 11 a.m. So I'm going to do tomorrow's show at 9 a.m. meaning the same start time as we did today for tomorrow, Saturday. Well, that's the first day of the weekend. Usually that's 2 hours later. It's going to be 9 a.m. tomorrow. And probably only go for 1 hour. Okay. So then I can go touch that snoozing, and can I turn that off before it rings again? I think I did. I think I turned it off. So post-it notes. I put timers. I'll put timers on my Amazon Echo device and on my cell phone, and some of them are triggered to show up on my emails. Happy Friday to everything from Jeff Ryman, Ken Stout to John. My post-it notes is now is a full-fledged notebook. Yeah, my post-it notes, you've seen post-it notes on my desk. I cleared off my desk yesterday because I was doing some rearranging of the desk. You might notice a little different perspective. You're not seeing the side of that, the right side of the Big Beast layer. And that was so that you can see the RGB in Big Beast build. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot. Somebody was asking in chat about the red switch, and I didn't catch what you were saying in chat. Is this switch up here? That is for turning the RGB on and off. The RGB on this computer from 2012 is, let's see if I can get this here. Is that one working? Yeah. This is the RGB, right? It's got a zip tie on this side. It's got a zip tie on this side. They'd use some kind of a sticky plastic thing on the case there to secure this. And it's like, really? And then I told you yesterday it was Digital Systems Online, but I was wrong about that. Here's the name on that tag, but you don't got good light right now. Digital Storm Online. And that gives a serial number. Okay, I haven't even got to those two. Well, yeah, I did get to one of them, didn't I? I just saw a hesitation. I'm seeing hesitation. Let's see, if I click on the file menu, it came up right away. It looks like voice sync is still there. I have 0 dropped frames. I'm not making good progress here. Good morning, homie. Dennis pointing out, Olivia, yes, I was noticing that too. Olivia had a song in today's trailer. She had 2 in yesterday's trailer, and they were going forward by a few months at a time in those trailers, I think. I think we're still in, what was it, 1980? Woke up in time for Jeff. Been up a while, just trouble getting things in gear, so to speak. Selden Ball, greetings all. He gives us a weather report. Heavy rain expected. Start is delayed from one of the Dougs. I don't know who. I had a car once that the start was delayed. Traded in for one that used a higher octane gas. I saw this. I read this before starting the show, and I read that as octane. And you were using optane because that is a cultural reference on this channel. John DeBryan, he got it. He got it right away. He said, good one. Rick Lakes, good mornings. Just past 7 your time for Iran, Israel, in Israel. Greg Guy, morning Doug on all in chat, 68 degrees out, Southern Maryland. Not sure what I'm going to do today. Well, I know what you're doing right now. Thankfully, you're here with us. Glad to have you. Live correct. Oh, that's correct. Jim, damn this delay. I want the fire and brimstone PC. Yeah, he's still kind of about to bash my head. Why are you delaying this, Doug? Seems you are well buffering. No out of sync, maybe glitchy. Well, if I'm buffering, I'm glad I'm well buffering. I'm buffering well at the start. Boogie bombs are vaulted. Do a different quest. Also see your email and your personal account. Yes, I saw that, Dennis. Yeah, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Seldom ball looks okay here. In sync. Yes, toss me under that bus. That improves my chances of getting on the approved list. I thought you were going to say toss me under the bus. That improves my complexion. Had more cable internet outages for Danielle. Are you asking if I had them? It's a question. So are you telling us you had cable outages? That wouldn't be a question. Not quite sure there. Bobby Warren, hello. Ken Stout, Bobby and Tim were both showed up in chat yesterday for this show, but those chat messages were long expired. Rick got a laugh out of something. Doug, you are in sync. Here in California, we're both in the same state, so the signal doesn't have to go so far. Ken is much further away. I might have to go over hills and through farms to grandmother's house. Yeah. Some hellos. Picture behind voice. See, is that the way it would be? I thought it would usually be, if it's out of sync, that the voice would be behind the picture. Picture behind voice. I didn't think that's the way it would be. Danielle Limberly, anyone have experience with Frontier Digital Fiber? Comments I've heard in the past regarding Frontier relate to phone and DSL. I don't have any experience. We don't have them in my neck of the woods, region of the country, area of the globe. Wintermute, have experienced only Frontier DSL. It was horrible. Brian, ID7, seek error rate. So there's the first one. He says, ID number 7, seek error rate. That is a horrendously large number. However, and it's bad. Now, Alice, this should be 0. That absolutely should be a 0 here. I'll switch over here to my crystal disk info. And that was, which one was it? Seek error rate. Okay, here's seek error rate. Oh, I got to go to, wait a minute, why am I not seeing it? CL. Oh, because I'm not, this is my spinning drive. Because I'm scrolled down. That's why. Why I want to scroll down? Oh, no, this is Alice's. That's why it's not there. Oh, here's my crystal disk info. Seek, I got to go to my spinning drive. Seek error rate. See, zeros. Alice, your drive is bad. It's desperately bad. You could have a severe crash that you'll lose everything that's on that drive any moment, or it could last for a while. It's unpredictable as far as how long, but that is absolutely devastating. Let's see, why am I not? Oh, that's for Braden's soccer game again. I've already told you about that. Oh, this is the one that scrolled down. That's the wrong one. That's why. Seek error rate. There it is. That's her high number. Now, I would start to say, but the manufacturer breaks down these numbers in different ways. So it's quite possible that the first 4 digits of this number mean something, the next 4 digits mean something else, and the next 4 digits mean something else. Regardless, that's still way higher than 0. It's not 0. Now that was 1, ID 7. And Rand Israel says 1 and 7. And that is the most correct answer because read error rate is also a high number. Now, if you were to translate that to the decimal value using all of these digits, what is that? Oh, that's to remind me to tell you about Ken Stout's live show that will be immediately following this show if he were going to do that, but he doesn't have that scheduled today. So there's throwing him under the bus again. He's just let us down again. Again. Oh, jeez. Okay, moving on. Yeah, if you were to convert that to the decimal value, it might be overstating the actual number, but still, anything over 0, bad. Bad drive, bad disk drive, bad. Yeah, you need to replace that drive. Alice, you need to get a, I don't know if you've been doing image backups. I don't remember that. Hopefully you got your data backed up, anything that you care about, you need to replace that drive. Um, if you keep going one day after another with it, any day you could turn it on and it won't boot up. That's entirely um, high risk, put it that way. It could keep going for months and months and months, but giving you the troubles it is. Now, she's told us several times that where she senses the problem is in Microsoft Edge. So I'm sure the way that this is happening is she's maybe tries to scroll down on a website or clicks to another tab or puts in a website address. And then as it's trying to come up, there's long delays. There's just this hesitation. There's just this, take several seconds before it comes up. Might just get that spinning circle of death or spinning circle of wait. It's not death. But what's happening is the drive is trying over and over and over. And some people might say, well, I'm not trying to download anything. I'm just going to another website. Yeah, but when you go to another website, the computer is downloading the content for that site and it stores on your hard drive. So when you just scroll down further on a website or go to another tab, even if it's already open, it's going to refresh some of the content on that website. The advertising that keeps getting refreshed, that's all writing to your hard drive. So if your hard drive's having troubles, it's retrying and retrying and retrying. And your task manager won't show heavy hard drive usage. Your CPU won't show heavy usage. Your memory won't show heavy usage because it doesn't show up there. This is just happening and between, I don't know, what is it, between the CPU and the drive, but it doesn't show up as high numbers in task manager. It's just trying over and over and over. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Also, command timeout problems with disk. Command timeout. Let's go look at that. Here's command timeout showing a very high number. Now this is a coded number. This is not the number of instances. 2700, 2700, 27. No, it's not. It's 0027, 0027, 0027. That's a code. Command timeout. Now I think it may be a hexadecimal number 27, but if you come back and check Crystal Disk Info again, if this number is not changing, I'm not too worried about it, but the command timeout, that will probably be happening because of the seek errors and the read errors, because your CPU is giving a command to read something or to find something, to seek for something, and the command times out because it doesn't succeed, it doesn't complete. But if you're to look at the manufacturer's specs for how that particular drive manufacturer utilizes the command timeout, you would find out what those mean. They might mean different levels of different numbers of days that this occurs to. There might be one of these numbers that's over the last 24 hours or over the last hour. Those are the kinds of things that I've seen. I kind of doubt that that's what the difference is here because they're all the same. Now, if you come back in, Alice, and look at these numbers again, if you look at them today and you find that they're the same, if they're absolutely the same as what they're showing here, that would be an indication that this is not an ongoing problem. But I don't think you're going to find that because you're still having these sluggishness issues happen. I think you're going to find these numbers are significantly higher. Now, you may not recognize what is higher. For instance, if you see EA instead of E4, is that higher? Yes, it is, because of how hexadecimal numbering system works. A is higher than 4. We get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, I'm way behind in chat, and well, this is one of the two computer problems, right? We haven't got to the one that Jim is here for yet. Sorry, Jim. Command timeout problems. Didn't get the ID number. Okay, Ken. Oh, sure, I make a comment on your trailer and you skip reading comments. No, I had them lined up too. I had comments lined up too. Here they are. Dennis saying Olivia Newton-John made 2 months there in 1980. Rest in peace, dear. He's referring to yesterday's trailer. And then today in chat, he noted that there's Olivia Newton-John again. And then I'm Kenster08, otherwise known as Ken Stout Live, says, best trailer yet in regards to yesterday. See, that was 1980, number 1. If you go actually look at the trailer itself, you'll see the number sign 01. Today was number sign 02. And then the next time I use one of those, which I don't know that it will be tomorrow, that will increment to 3. And then Matthew Barnes, on the topic of not knowing everything in IT and peers that we look up to. I watch videos, live streams for $300 data recovery, and I really admire what they do. I couldn't do that. But then again, if I said to one of their technicians, can you move this object to a different Active Directory organizational unit, since many of you don't know what that ADOU means, ADOU, I'm thinking of a farm song, E-I-E-I-O, that's what it is, E-I-E-I-O-U, ADOU. Doug, move on. To a different Active Directory organizational unit and add to XXX security group, they would probably be like English, please. If anyone gets this statement, then fair play to ya. Yeah, good comment, Matthew. Yes, no need to ever feel intimidated by somebody else's expertise in their field of expertise. There's probably something that you have done many, many times and that you know inside and out, and they would have deer in the headlights if you ask them about it. All right, so I came over here to the comments because Ken reminded me about that, and I knew I would forget to do that if I didn't go look right now. Is it better to be a moderator or an approved user? Well, a moderator, you can moderate other people's comments. If some troublemakers come in and are saying vulgar things, you can hide them, you can time them out and things like that, but you can't do that as an approved user. So moderator is a higher level. He sounds confused. Has anybody ever doubted that? See 53 more. What? See 53 more. I don't know what that is. 53 more. I don't know. Is the name Betty, Brenda, Odyssey? I'm totally confused and lost. Don't know what you're talking about. That's what they're doing. Brian suggested he sounds confused. So let's just put in some random weird stuff and see if he gets more confused. Score. Odyssey? Brenda? Betty? What? I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Larry Wood, hello everyone, just got updated 23H2 build such and such, no Windows tool. Big Beast build did download those updates yesterday and prompted me yesterday before the end of my active hours to restart the computer, and I did do it. The phone timer says soccer. It's not soccer, it's flag. Yes, indeed. I created that timer last week when I thought he was playing soccer. When I arrived at the soccer field, I found that it was flag football. And my daughter and I, we were watching this game and we were just amazed. How come their belts fall off so much? They had like 4 flags on their belts and they kept having to refasten them after, somebody pulled their flags. And then we got a close-up look at their flags. They're not on Velcro. They are stitched to the belt, and the belt ties on or goes through loops or something. So the only way you can pull the flags in this flag football is to pull the whole belt off of the kid that you're trying to catch. Wintermute, Zvi Minor. Yeah, Zvi Minor. So we were looking at approved users and moderators. I was surprised to find, Zvi, that you are a approved user, but you are also a moderator. That was the first time that I realized a person can be a moderator and an approved user. So let's see. Somebody asked, is it better to be moderator or an approved user? How about both? Isn't that like superpower? Your superhero superpower. I'm a mod. Let's see, approved moderator. I'm approved moderator. That's just approved moderator man. That's the superhero's name. Approved moderator man. That motherboard is probably before we started to have RGB controllers on motherboards. It was some or some of it was done manually. Yeah, they just I ordered RGB kit. I don't know what it was called, but that's all they had. 1981, Mr. Observant. That's really already got through the first year. I thought those things started in 1980. Lunchtime we'll watch later. All right, I got to go show you this other computer. The one that Jim was here for. This other solution. Yeah, Big Beast Build over there. This is not Big Beast Build. It's pretty big, but not quite as big as Big Beast. And I removed the USB card and the graphics card. I'll show you the USB card. Is this the source of the fire? So check out those components. And here's the USB ports. Here's the back side of the card. See, I got to get out of that glare. Okay, let that sit there. All right, then I'll bring the video card. GeForce GTX 580. Let's see, what I'm gonna move this around a little bit. See if I can get you out of the glare. I know somebody's getting car sick here. So there's that side. Then we'll go to this side. Let's give you some closer views. Yeah, I think we can get the whole height of that in reasonably. I promise it's going to stop shaking here in a moment. One more adjust. Okay. Do we have a cause of flames? Yeah, I see. Let's see. Lawn Dog says, I don't see anything on the back side. Let's get a little bit closer. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna, there it goes. It's focusing. All right. Show you how close that is. Oops, can you see? That's just like 2 inches above the card. Does everybody see that? How about if I move it into the light? Do you see it now? Could that be the problem? The motherboard on this computer has display connectors on it, so it has onboard video for the motherboard, and I'm pretty sure the CPU probably does. So I should be able to turn this computer on tomorrow and have it functional. Lawn Dog says, yeah, I see it. John Williams says, I see it. Lawn Dog, it looks like a surface mount component, probably a capacitor. Brian, plainly visible. At least one component has gone up in smoke with visible flame marks. Yeah, it's kind of like that exhaust out the back side of it as it's just screaming along down the road. Yep, so there we go. 2 computer issues answered today. Alice's issue and this computer. I keep starting to call it Big Beast. It's not Big Beast. Yeah, I'm over time. I know that. Let's show you what the size of this computer is. Start over here. Big Beast build is 27 inches long and 27 inches high. 27 inches long, 27 inches high. So I've got this on the turntable. Here's 27 inches out where my thumb is, my right thumb. That's how much bigger Big Beast is than this computer. And Big Beast is 27 inches tall. So up to here where the thumb is on my right hand. That's the size difference between those computers. Now, how big is this computer? Well, I'm prepared to show you that. Slide this over a little bit. And then here is a HP tower computer, which you pretty much call this a full-size tower. Put it right side by side, and you see, yeah, my old streaming computer is pretty big. Because size matters. Did he really just say that? Scroll up. Does that mean I missed something? Probably soccer or football he was referring to there. Toss a quarter in the air, call it heads or tails. 2, 4. Oh, Wintermute converted that big hexadecimal number to decimal. 240 million for a straight conversion. Chris is here. How do I replace the drive? Hang on. Alice has a all-in-one computer, Lenovo. So we can, and I think I already have the serial number for it. We can look up tomorrow to see the process for taking it apart. It's a spinning drive that she has in there now. We don't know if it's 3.5 inch or 2.5 inch, but on the other, Alice, you did tell us that you were contemplating getting a new computer within the next couple of years. So, but it would be a lot less expensive to replace the drive. So let's look at that tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I have the serial number for your computer. I will, if I don't, I'll send you an email asking for that. And we'll go over how to replace that drive. And that'll include, now also Alice, are you okay with starting out with a fresh Windows install? Or is it going to be important to you to try to clone from your existing drive to the new drive? That's probably not going to work because of the trouble you're having with this drive. In fact, I think it's pointless to try. What we really want to do is get your data files. So what data is on that computer that you care about? Do you already have it backed up? Do you have it maybe stored in the cloud? I could connect remotely to it tomorrow. That we will probably have additional sluggishness issues, we could try to copy off your data files either to a cloud storage, or if you have some kind of external drive or a thumb drive available, we would do it on that. So, and tomorrow's going to be a little bit short. So are you available to come in on Zoom tomorrow and let me connect remotely to your computer so we could do some other work on that? Let's see. I'm not going to be able to catch up with all of this. So just looking for orange. See it. I think you said that CPU has integrated graphics. I think it does. Fire it up and test it. Oops, didn't mean to say the word fire. Yeah, I will read through the rest of those messages, but I need to shut down. The name of your device you refuse to say. No, only the superpower is a super mod thingy. Name of your device. I don't know what that was about. I probably missed it in chat. All right. I'm going to shut this down in one way or another. What's the Ken Stout method of shutting down a live stream? Oh, okay. I hope you enjoyed the Ken Stout live show with the Zoom home